Dear students, welcome to this lesson on the chapter Biodiversity for the level of Grade 9. This presentation is a collaborative work between Mr. Shakil Achia from the MIE and Mrs. Piabakis, biology educator. This chapter will be divided into 4 videos. You may use your textbook alongside the videos so as to better grasp all the subtopics addressed. By the end of the chapter, you should be able to demonstrate simple understanding of biodiversity and its importance. Use quadrats to estimate and record the number of species in a given ecosystem. Show an awareness that biodiversity is affected by natural calamities such as cyclones and droughts. List and discuss how human activities such as deforestation, pollution, degradation of habitat, invasive alien species affect biodiversity. Discuss ways to reduce the effects of human activities on biodiversity. In this lesson, we will concentrate on the first two objectives. So let's start. The Earth comprises a rich variety of living organisms such as plants, animals, microorganisms like bacteria, fungi. The Earth's biodiversity is so rich that many species have yet to be discovered. Scientists estimate that more than 10 million different species inhabit the Earth. This large variety of living organisms have been classified by biologists into different groups based on the different characteristics that they share. These groups are animals, plants, bacteria, and protista. Classification of living organisms does not stop here. It is very complex. For example, as you have learned in grade 7, animals can be further classified as vertebrates and invertebrates, plants as flowering and non-flowering, etc. So this is how this huge variety of living organisms is classified. Even in Mauritius, our small island, we have a rich biodiversity, unique in its kind. There are even some animals and plants which are unique, that is, endemic to Mauritius. For example, the pink pigeon, the Mauritius kestrel, the Trochesia boutoniana, and even the dodo, but which is now extinct. So how will we define the term biodiversity? Biodiversity refers to the variety of species and their respective numbers found in a defined area. So as you can see, biodiversity not only refers to the huge variety of species, but also to their numbers found in a defined area. Now, how do we estimate biodiversity, that is, the number of different types of organisms in a defined area? In nature, it is very difficult and time-consuming to count all organisms in an ecosystem. Biologists have therefore developed different ways to estimate the number of different types of organisms in a habitat. One way is by a sampling exercise using quadrats. What is a quadrat? A quadrat is a square, usually 1 meter by 1 meter, made of wire, wood, or plastic pipes. As you can see in the picture, quadrats are placed in the area where the number of different organisms is to be estimated. They are then used to count and estimate the number of organisms, such as plants and slow-moving animals, found in the defined area. Let's take this exercise as an example. The picture illustrates a defined area where the number of different living organisms is to be estimated. Let's say, for example, the number of white flowers is to be estimated. 4 quadrats are randomly placed in the area to be studied. The organisms within the quadrats are firstly identified and then counted respectively. Thus, quadrats are used to estimate the number of a particular organism in an ecosystem. For you to develop a better understanding of the subtopic, refer to Activity 3.2 on page 247 and complete the following table. This is all for this lesson. We will elaborate on the importance of biodiversity in our next video. Thank you.